Hey guys, Senti here. It's a quick video for Twitter. It's going to be my first video for Twitter. I'm trying to get to 100 followers. I think I'm on 85 followers at the moment. So if you do like this video, if you could please follow, uh, very much appreciated. So let's get into the chart. On September 7th, when we had this move down, I posted this particular box to Twitter, and this was a 3-day OB, so 3-day order block. And that was the cutoff point to me, for us to go into a second leg of this bull run. Like, I needed to see that hold, especially since we had this 2-month long accumulation period here. Like, you wouldn't want to see price fall back within this range. What price has done essentially is, so we had this 2-month range. We broke out of this range, and all we're doing right now is back testing for the first time this previous resistance as now support. Why would you be bearish? Like, there was major FUD in this particular region here. China's banning Bitcoin, stock market's going to crash. All it is to make you sell and take bad decisions, just purely based on your emotions. And the same thing happened here, this particular region. What happens is everybody was calling for lower prices, 26, 24, 22k. People are like, I'm going to buy in this region here. What the smart money does is they essentially front run you. They say, okay, if you're going to be waiting down there, we'll buy here. We're happy to buy higher. Grab the liquidity and take it out of here. Same thing happened here. Everybody was looking. All right, these lows here are going to be taken. 38k is going to hold. The 618. I've done the same thing. Front run you. They take the liquidity and they reverse out of the zone. So essentially, Bitcoin has done. There were 2 tests for me for Bitcoin. The first test was to hold this 3-day OB, and the second test is now to take out this swing high. Once those 2 tests are done, and we've done the first part, then I do think we are going for a second leg of this bull run. And I have been long in this region here now for quite a number of days, and essentially that will be my swing long position. Bitcoin wants to come out and stop me out, then so be it. But I've taken my shot, and I'm going to stick with it now. So some of the nicer parts is we've been seeing this spot leading the futures price, which is quite healthy. We also saw on the heat map this huge limit buys. In my particular opinion, it was not ready to get filled, more to show sign of strength. And saw major pins into the low and just selling cuts off and could not push it down further. There was just too much buying going on here and just absorption. And eventually price reverses out of the area. So the 2 particular scenarios I think I'm looking out for now are the 2 harmonic patterns. So you take an XA, and this is going to be the bearish case for the Gartley at the moment, into a 786. So roughly about 17,000. And the reason I'm saying is we have to take out the swing high, because if we take out the swing high on the C point, this invalidates the Gartley. So if you're a bear, this is essentially what you're playing for the 17k. And now let's look for the second scenario, the more bullish scenario. So X, A, B, into the C for a shark, into the 886. It's coming about 61k. So this is a bullish case. So yeah, if we do invalidate that C point, I think we are going up for the an 886, which is coming out at roughly 61k. I think if we do come up for an 886, we'll probably have some sort of pullback, form a higher low, and then we'll have continuation, and we'll crack the all-time high to much higher levels. So I am I'm bullish on Bitcoin. There was no reason to be bearish here, and if you were selling into the lows, then you need to learn your lesson, because the same shit happened here, the same shit happened here. But yeah, 1.2 note, and this is what I've been saying and been thinking about, that the SPX is or was highly correlated with Bitcoin. There was a good thread on Twitter, which I posted on by somebody called Dan Crypto. Basically, he oops, let's go back. Let's click this one. Basically, he was just tracking the correlation of the SPX into Bitcoin, and we've seen this before in 2020 when they were highly correlated. And then what happened? Bitcoin broke that correlation. SPX was pulling back, and Bitcoin started to make higher highs and higher lows. And on September the 30th, we saw the exact same thing. So only a few days ago, we saw the exact same thing where SPX was pulling back and Bitcoin was starting to move higher, which shows real strength in the market. I do think we are going into a second bull run, but the only scenario that would make me hesitant was if we were to have some sort of stock market crash. The thing we know is Bitcoin does not like huge volatility in the equities market. And by huge volatility, I mean, big 10% swings. So that is the only point that I'm looking out for. That if there's huge volatility, I don't mind if the SPX trends lower, but as long as it trends lower with low volatility, that's fine. But when volatility starts to pick up, Bitcoin doesn't like that particularly. So yeah. This was a short video, and thank you for watching. If you liked the video, then please hit me a follow. Thank you.